Hi, welcome to Ready to Cleanse Now. This is our pre-cleanse orientation video. My name is Dr. Ina Nozek. I'm a certified clinical nutritionist, and I'm going to be your cleansing coach throughout this program. The purpose of this orientation video is to give you the tools and the strategies and some tips to get your absolute best results on the program. Please keep in mind that I am available for your support. You can email me at any time, or you can call me. I have 10 live calls every single week, and feel free to call me with questions, concerns while you're going through the program. The numbers and the times are listed on this page. You will notice that you will have daily schedules to follow. There are also meal and snack suggestions for you, and everything that you need to follow along to get your absolute best results on the program. Now, most people, unless you've been instructed otherwise, will be starting out with phase 1, which is the first 11 days of the program. So whether you purchased a 9-day, a 30-day, or if you're planning on doing the 30-day accelerated program, you're still going to be following these exact instructions. Before you get started, I do recommend that you weigh and measure yourself. There's a place where you can log in those results. And also, before photos are excellent. That way down the road you'll be able to see the major differences, not only in your body, but in your skin, in your eyes. You're going to look and feel fabulous. And it's great to be able to look back at your before photos. Now, as far as weighing goes, you're going to weigh before you start and measure, and then try to avoid the scale other than after your cleansing days. So in the first phase of the program, you're going to weigh and measure again after your 2 cleansing days, and then again after your last 2 cleansing days. So let's talk about phase 1, the first 11 days of the program. So the first 2 days are what we call your pre-cleanse days. Then you're going to have 2 cleansing days, followed by 5 days of shakes and food, which are very similar to the pre-cleanse days, and then 2 cleansing days at the end. So that would be the first 11 days of the program. Now, on the pre-cleanse and on the shake days, they're pretty identical. The only difference is on your shake days you will be using the little snack wafers. On your pre-cleanse days you won't be using those because you will run out if you start using them on your pre-cleanse days. On your pre-cleanse days and on your shake days, you're going to be having a shake for breakfast, you're going to have a 400 to 600 calorie meal at lunchtime, and then a shake for dinner. Now, we do have meal guidelines for you, so you can check on what you're going to be having for those meals. Generally, we recommend some lean protein, fish, chicken, some lean meat, lots of non-starchy vegetables, perhaps some salad, some healthy fats. Again, the more specific guidelines are there for you. Now, when you make your shake, you will find a scoop in your container, and if you don't see it, you want to dig a little. It probably just settled to the bottom of the powder. So you pull out your little scoop, and you're going to fill it to the line, not to the top, but there's a line on your scoop. So when you're filling up, when you're making your shake, you're going to fill it to the line. And we use 2 scoops of powder, about a cup of water, and a bunch of ice cubes, and it's best to put it in a blender. Some people like it a little bit more diluted, some people like it thicker. Whatever you prefer is fine. You can kind of play with it and see what you like best. After you blend your shake, you want to drink it within 10 minutes of making it, because what happens is there's so many of these wonderful digestive enzymes in the shake, you don't want that to start breaking down in the cup. You want it to break down in your body. So you want to drink that right away. During the first phase of the program, a lot of people want to add some fruit. We do not recommend that during the first phase of the program. Beyond that, especially once you're more in a maintenance type program, you can definitely doctor up your shake if you choose to. So on your pre-cleanse and on your shake days, again, you're going to have a shake, a meal, and a shake. And you're also going to be using the Natural Accelerator. You're going to take 1 capsule in the morning and 1 capsule with your lunch. And all of these instructions are on your daily schedules. Now, a lot of people will ask, can they switch their meal? Can they have their shake for lunch and then their meal at dinner? If there's a special occasion that comes up during this first phase of the program, it's absolutely fine to do that, but it's much more optimal to end off the day with a shake. You're going to have the right balance to keep your body burning fat, all of those digestive enzymes. It's a great thing to end off your day with. So we do recommend doing it that way, if possible. So after your first 2 pre-cleanse days, and again, those are warm-up days, and you're really just transitioning your body into the cleansing process. Now we're at the first 2 days, which are your cleansing days. These tend to be the most challenging days for some people, but I don't want you to anticipate anything negative or difficult, because you'll get through and it'll be fine. Now, on your cleansing days, you're going to be using the Cleanse for Life, and you're going to take 4 ounces of this drink 4 times a day. And again, you're going to follow the recommended schedules as closely as you can. You can dilute the cleanse or you can drink it straight, whatever you prefer. In addition, you're going to be using these little snack wafers. Every couple of hours you're going to have one of these, and as an option you can have a couple of raw almonds with your snack. The almonds are optional, but if you like almonds and you don't have an issue with eating almonds, then I definitely recommend them. So every couple of hours you're going to have the snack with the optional almonds. You're still going to be taking your accelerator twice a day as well throughout the whole program. And if you're hungry on your cleansing days, there are other snacks that you can have. And again, those are all listed on your meal and snack suggestions. You can have some apple slices, you can have some celery, some cucumbers, you can have a small green salad with some fresh lemon, and if you order the Isodelights, you can have up to 4 of those a day. In addition, on any day of the program, you can use the little Want More Energy packets. Now, the 30-day pack comes with a couple of these to try. The 9-day may or may not have that included in your box. You can always order these separately, but this is a wonderful thing to use on a cleanse day or on a shake day. It will not only give you physical energy, but it will also give you mental energy as well. And so this is something you're just going to pour into water, 16 ounces of water, and mix it up, and you can just sip it throughout the day. So now you're through with your 2 cleanse days. You're going to go back onto 5 days of your 2 shakes and your 1 sensible meal, preferably at lunchtime, and then you'll have 2 final cleanse days at the end. That would complete the 11 days. Now, one thing that I didn't mention, which is extremely important, is to drink plenty of water. Ideally, we recommend half of your body weight in ounces of pure water. So you can drink spring water, bottled water. If you have a good filtration system on your tap at home, that's perfectly fine as well. But water is very, very important. And water is water. So when you add things to it, it becomes something different. So we're talking specifically about plain water. You don't want to add anything that would change that. Now, it is possible to experience some cleansing symptoms. It's not called a side effect, it's a cleansing symptom. So as your body is releasing some of these impurities, sometimes you'll feel a little funky. So some people for the first few days may feel a little tired, you may get a headache, you may feel a little irritable, some people just get real grumpy. It varies. Some people actually even get a little nauseous. But again, these are normal, natural responses as the impurities are leaving your body. If you don't feel any cleansing symptoms, that's okay. And I don't want you to anticipate that, because there's a good chance you're going to feel fabulous right from the get-go. But if you do feel a little funky, just know, follow the schedules, drink the water, call me, email me. I'm here to help you. And after the first couple of days, you're going to feel great. Those symptoms are going to pass, and you're going to start to look and feel so great right away. It will definitely motivate you to keep going. So just get through that first part, no problem. Now, one thing that you can do, another possibility if you're having some cleansing symptoms, is to take an Epsom salt bath. What you can do is just fill a bath with warm water, take 1 or 2 cups of Epsom salt, pour it in the bath, and just soak for about 20 minutes. And that will help to get those cleansing symptoms to dissipate as well. You can also get a massage if that's available to you, go for a nice walk. And if you're feeling really hungry the first few days, really try to distract yourself from food. The hunger will pass. Typically by the time you get back to your shake days after those first 2 cleansing days, the hunger's gone, the cravings are gone. You will start to feel a sense of willpower that you may have never experienced before. Now, a lot of people wonder if they should or shouldn't exercise while they're on the program. My suggestion is to really stay in tune to your body. If you're an avid exerciser, you may want to lighten up a little bit. Again, you just want to stay in tune. we have provided some awesome fitness programs for you to follow, whether it's a cleanse day or a shake day, whether you exercise at home or in the gym, or even if you're a beginner and you've never really done a lot of exercise, these are fabulous for you to follow along with. So that's all available right here for you. Now, one thing I want to mention so that nobody gets freaked out, it's possible that you will experience a niacin flush. What's a niacin flush? Niacin is vitamin B3. And the Cleanse for Life and the Natural Accelerator contains vitamin B3. And some people will experience, it feels like a sunburn. Your skin will get red and blotchy and hot. And a lot of people, not knowing what it is, will think they're having an allergic reaction. If that happens, just know that there's nothing negative whatsoever about it. It's just a normal response that some people have when they take niacin. So there's a few things that I'm going to recommend that you avoid while you're on the program. The first is coffee, and although some of you are probably bummed out, there's a lot of reasons to avoid it. One, that it's going to increase insulin and cortisol levels, which will make your body store fat as opposed to burning fat. It's very acidifying, it's irritating to the gut. There's a lot of negatives about coffee. Once you're done with the first 11 days, if you choose to return to drinking coffee, and a lot of people voluntarily give it up, you can choose, minimal coffee drinking and preferably organic coffee. And I could give you more of those details if you want to call me or send me an email. Now, green tea or herbal tea are great replacements for coffee. So feel free to drink as much green tea or as much herbal tea as you like. Now, another thing that I recommend avoiding completely, whether you're on this program or not, are artificial sweeteners. So your Splenda, your Equal, poison to the body. If you do want to sweeten your green tea or your herbal tea, I do recommend using stevia or xylitol. And those are two alternative sweeteners that are safe, natural, healthy, calorie-free, and you can get them at your local health food store. Soda is another thing to avoid. And again, whether you're on this program or not, soda is a detriment to your health. Whether it's diet soda, again, we're looking at those artificial sweeteners that are nasty, or regular soda. Soda will pull calcium from your bones. It leads to osteoporosis, which is a whole other health issue we're not going to get into here. But soda is one thing you're going to absolutely avoid on the program, and afterwards I would really try to avoid it as well. Now, as far as alcohol goes, during the first phase of the program, we recommend avoiding all alcohol. And some people want to incorporate that back into their life afterwards. And that's okay, as long as it's minimal, glass of wine here or there, not a problem. But just keep in mind that if you're doing this for weight loss, alcohol consumption will hinder your results. So just be aware of that. Now, what about smoking? There are so many people that get so gung-ho about making a drastic change in their life that when they do this cleanse, they also want to quit smoking at the same time. My suggestion is don't quit now. What will happen is you're going to lose your desire for cigarettes. And afterwards, once your body gets a little more balanced, it's going to be so much easier for you to give up smoking. So just for now, it's going to be too much restriction. I would say just hold off until you're more ready for that. All right, so now I just want to briefly talk about some keys to success. As I mentioned, and I want you to keep in mind, I am available to you. You can email me at any time. You can call me on my live support calls as much as you need to. I'm here to make sure that you get a fabulous result. But in addition to that, it's a wonderful idea for one, to create a support team. Find people in your life that really care about you, that are positive-minded, that will hold you accountable. Because being accountable is going to ensure your success. It's a whole lot easier and a lot more of a commitment when you have other people that are watching you and keeping an eye and really caring about your results. And as far as commitment goes, I urge you to make a really strong commitment to this program. If you commit to it and do whatever it takes to get the best possible result, you are going to absolutely transform your health and your body, and you're going to feel better than ever. I wish you so much success, and again, I'm here when you need me.